Alright. I'm live. Okay. That's slightly terrifying. I don't know if anyone will watch this, but like if anyone does, it might not be very talkative with other people. So there's that. Oh yeah. Hello, Mel. Alright. To remember how to control this game. That is the question. How do you actually do that? Okay, yeah. I mean I've done that. Okay, yeah, we want to find the village. I'm pretty sure that's what you're doing. Which does not necessarily mean I have any idea what you're doing. Also, like, we wanted to maybe... Ooh. We wanted to maybe look for the light, for the... and now my mind no longer remembers what these are called. Like, me not playing very often means that I do not remember any of the lore. Which is slightly annoying for myself. I like need to be able to... Oh yeah, Neverons, and then you have the other ones, which are Neveron. So like we want a light for the Neveron, and then we potentially want to find the village of these other guys that like one of the boys really wanted to see. There's three of us, and there was also the one who took care of us, who I do not particularly remember. Also, what is wrong with the cable? It's like super in the way today. This game is like super pretty though. Oh my god. It's very, very beautiful around here. Nice.
This will be useful.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, like, we already bought some stuff, so there's that. Oh, I just, like, ran back. Interesting. I don't think we... Oh, yeah, we rested last time. We don't need to do this. I, like, need a map. I am slightly... Like, shouldn't we be able to just, like, take one of these lamps and bring it to... I mean, like, they seem to potentially be quite heavy, so probably not, but... You know, shouldn't we be able to just, like, pick up one of the... For example, like, these things? Slightly terrifying. That reminds me of the one from Dune, except this is, like, a fish.
Guess we found 68's boat.
There's a path through the boat.
I don't want to get back to where I came from. Anchor. What anchor? Oh, that's an anchor. I'm like standing in front of a huge anchor and I'm asking where's the anchor, huh? Shouldn't I be able to like pick up one of these mines or whatever and just like... See, that's like just the top of the lantern. I should be able to pick that up and bring it to... Hey, don't scare me. Okay, yeah, let's fight, yes. You look a little like you're just gonna trample over me, and then it doesn't happen, because this is a turn-based game. Yeah, no, this is going to... Nope. Did not dodge this. Alright. Nice. Do you have, like... I also enjoyed, yes. Oh no, that's just our weapon. And attack someone. Okay, wait. Do I like see the actual amount of health on them? Or do I not? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, no. This dude is burning. Let's just like get rid of the big one. Paralysis to the other reduces the character's damage.
Get ready.
Nope.
flowing.
I think any success I had with, you know, it's burning. To die. Die, please. Oh. Well, any success I had with learning how to dodge last time is apparently still burning, right? Oh, I mean, I can also just like shoot it, I guess. Maybe. I'm slightly terrified that it's just gonna survive. Yeah. Like I'm just gonna play it safe.
Let the ink flow.
I can actually use a skill of yours, sure. I have not used the.
Ready to evade. Brace yourselves.
Nope. No. I don't really need a stance, huh? Nice. That was not great. Ooh. Hello, Mael. You are level 6 now. Apparently that's a thing that happens. Alright, like that could have gone better. But I mean, like, I could carry this. It doesn't seem that heavy. I guess not. So, like, any success I seem to have with dodging last time has not translated into... Oh, no, I'm not fighting. Not right now. It's still running after me. Stop running after me. Can I just, like... want to figure out where I'm going. Oh. Hello. You seem to be one of the talking Niverns. Or, like, one of the moldy Niverns. It's clinging to a metal chain, doesn't... Yeah, definitely let's leave it for now. So this seems to be the same situation as with the other Nivern? Who's missing the light, right? Okay. Let's take this. I want to just get back and like see if there's anything interesting to be gathered from... like what we've done so far. By talking to the first moldy Nivern that we met. Oh, no. That seems like a boss. I like really need a map. Which, like, to be fair. But it's just my orientation skills being what they always are. Which is non-existent. No? Hey, sorry. Just trying to get back home. Well, not home. Like, that would be a very short expedition. Kinda useless. This looks like... It does kinda just look like the thing that... whatever. Neverons. Oh my god. I'm gonna rest. Actually, I'm gonna look at my... I don't think you have now. You have none. So you have some. She's lucky. Ooh, we have recode twice, actually. Let's give you... actually, some... defense as well. I keep forgetting that I have to press it. I was very much thinking about, like, how... different your relationship to Grave would be. If this was... like, the only world you knew. Is this the house we came to? Is this, like, where the house was? This is so pretty. Like... this just looks so cozy. But your relationship to Grave But I also think we often tend to imagine people who lived during times where, like, death was more common, I guess, more expected to just potentially appear. Wow. Okay, I'm like a jump scary person. Like, it's very easy to jump scare me. It's like, I'm not necessarily easily afraid, but like, you can jump scare me super easily. No, not where I want to go. Like, I do want to, obviously need to practice fighting the new enemy types, just so, you know, I can actually dodge at least some of the attacks, which so far seems to not be a thing that's happening. To be fair, I have not played this in a long time. Which expedition was this, actually? Oh yeah, there's this thing, and I'm like looking for things in the environment that look like this, and then like I shoot that. Is it like this thing? Yep. That's what's meant by that, alright. I didn't see it at all last time. So I was like, am I like supposed to look for it? Like, what does it look like? I was very like not paying attention. What was I saying? No idea. Yeah. It's like thinking about which expedition was this. But yeah, like, I think we very often think about the times where, you know, humans were more often faced with death. Obviously, like, there's often children, but even then, even if you reached adulthood, you just were somewhat more likely to. Should I camp now? I mean, like, I want to. I might want to go to see the creature first. I really think this is very pretty, but it does remind me of The Witness, and The Witness has always felt kind of liminal to me. I think about the people who lived with death being a more constant companion. Like, oh, it was the norm for them. They were not, you know, it wasn't the same. And, like, of course it wasn't the same. It wouldn't be the same if we lived. It was like, it isn't the same for, like, even, like, obviously nowadays there's a lot of people who live in, like, war zones and in extreme poverty, and things like that, where they are just, and this is the message about me, where you just can't be sure if there's going to be a tomorrow. People who don't have access to healthcare and food and water and safe shelter, right? Like, things like that. Like, obviously that's the thing that happens nowadays, and the relationship, I would imagine that the relationship to grief for those people is different than ours. But we tend to imagine, especially, I've especially seen it in regards to the past, that, like, oh, they just didn't really grieve. Well, it wasn't that bad because they were used to it, right? And people still grieved. Even if you expect it, even if it's kind of the norm, that doesn't mean there's no pain to it. And I do think that, like, obviously I don't have a personal experience with those, like, very different circumstances. So I can't tell you how accurate it actually is. But I can tell you this somewhat does feel like it could be somewhat right about it. I guess you can see their relationship to loss is quite different from ours. Yet it still is is a thing that pains them. They know it's coming, and they know the only way is forward. And so, like, they are generally quicker to continue.
Ready to evade.
You feel like that?
Watch out.
Nope. I suppose I'm not going to be evading anything today. I don't know, but like you're kind of, I don't know. Oh, it's the flying one that's, I feel like you're kind of... Even the flying dude. Can I use a skill? I mean, it should be fine. Nice.
A storm is coming.
I'm just gonna attack you. That was a little too early. Alright. And I can feel that there's a certain amount of disconnect between me and the characters in the way I see death. And I've experienced grief. And I assume I'll experience grief. Like, the way they react to it, there's a sense of unease for me when I see them. But it's not in a way where I'm like, I don't think they're horrible people or they're false about it. It's just that I'm thinking about the world that created that kind of thing, where you completely just move on immediately. And like, I know there's a lot of people who had to work while they were, right after a tragedy and whatnot. Like, that's obviously not an uncommon thing. But
Great.
seeing most of the people you've, I mean, like, at this point, it's like, arrived with, but, it's also just like, the people you lived around your whole life. Most of those people just, like, die. Too early. I'm like, last time it was a little better. I'll get back into it, I think. I would need to play this more regularly, and I just did not have time this week, and then, like, I'm also going to have to take fairly long break. It's a decently near point, so it's not going to be like, yeah, you see everyone around you die, so many people you've grown up with, and most of your friends, most of the people that would have been like your support system, right? And they die, and like with the rest of them, you in a very gruesome and brutal way. And with the other ones, oh, I found where this dude is. I should like try remembering how you get to him, because I know I need to shine. Okay, yeah, I do have the resin. Where's me? Very precise shots. Light. Long have I awaited this light. I must join the others. Lead me, mistress. For the future shrouded in darkness. You have to tell us more. Well, please, mistress. Capture light. My light, I caught only a glimpse. How unfortunate. No, I can reach her. I felt my mistress guiding me. I could almost hear her. I must have more light to understand what she asks of me. Shine. I need to shine once more.
What did it mean by light? Let's keep an eye out for other Nevrons like this one. We might learn
We might learn something indeed. I mean, we already...
something.
Yes, I like him. But like, you know, meeting... Not meeting. Yeah, I know. Not you. You can learn. You cannot learn. Can a science skill? Interesting. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. Hi, Charlotte. Hey, hello. How are ya? There... The... Is this where I want to go? I have no idea. It's a little... Okay, this is here. I, like... need to... Okay, I want to... go here. Nice dressing. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going out in the evening, so I'm kind of dressed for that, mostly. I am, like, still very much disoriented when it comes to this game. Okay, yeah, here's the rope stairs. Okay, I can get out of here now. I got Maya last time when I played, so that's right. She was actually alive. Had this like cryptic message about her, and she's very much alive. She seems to be interesting for gameplay. I also was like a lot better last time at dodging the enemies. I'm not today, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not gonna stream for that long today though, so I might not get better. But if I keep up with like, okay, I'm gonna go into camp. And a special event. Yeah, like a few of my friends are at this like basically giving some like speeches today, and like I'm gonna go there to support them. So, yay, we're in camp. Nice. Hey, man.
Get it. How did I get all the way to the manor?
I have no idea.
I'm grateful to whoever saved you.
I would hope so. Yes.
The main continent.
It
We're
was.
finally here.
Yeah.
I think I heard this. Yeah, we talked about this last time, and like still a little. Great attributes. It's just this thing. Okay, so this just works the same way. So I'm wondering about like... Okay. No, I don't have a music record. Yes, that's not... I know I don't. Our camp is like... somewhat... dark and lonely so far. I mean...
Surprised to find you here.
Oh, this is
I
the...
can trust him.
That's the...
Well, at least
That
it's
is
not
the...
Radar Pictos.
That is, I think... Yes, that's going to be... Yes, the curator is the... whatever... creature person who saved Mael, probably. Or at least, like... He kept her in a house and, like, trained her and stuff. You can upgrade a weapon. Yay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Weapons are means attack power, passive effects from weapons can't be land as stamina and are only equipped weapon is equipped. Mm-hmm. Yeah. D to C, okay. Okay. Curator can upgrade your weapons using Chroma Catalyst. Upgrading weapons increase. Yes. Makes a lot of sense. What am I actually using right now? Yeah, I guess I'm using that one. Okay. Yeah, let's upgrade weapon. Yay. Got an achievement for that. Can I... This looks like... Okay. Let's just upgrade stuff. Nice. And then back. And her. Ooh, and she already has, like, upgraded weapons. Interesting. So she's using this one. She could be also using this one. Interesting. Well, I'm going to upgrade this to the same level, but like I might switch them. But like this is her weapon. Dress looks like a Halloween dress. I mean, like it's just a combination of a lot of things that are kind of normal plus accessories. So like just like a formal suit, vest, and a shirt. But like I have the glove and the necklace, and like that kind of makes it look more fancy. I also actually... Oh, I lost it somewhere. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I also actually have a pocket watch now, which I think works. Maybe. Not right now, I guess. I need to... No, it does work. It's fine. Yeah, but like I also have a pocket watch, so I'm like very, very fancy. But yeah, it is a little Halloween, but I like don't really celebrate Halloween most of the time. So I mean, like I did like twice, since I was in primary school. So not that many. Thank you. It is very pretty. I agree. Like I don't have that many cool outfits, but I do have a few, and then I like use those again and again and again. It's it also like just helps with not being lost in like picking out what I'm gonna wear, because that's I don't know, I could like be reading or playing video games or drawing or something instead of looking into my closet for an hour. So just like having these go-to outfits is fine. Like the shirt is a little torn in places, which like I am repairing it, but it's not fully repaired at this point. But like it's not visible at the first glance. So pocket watch are very rare now. Yeah, it's not used a lot. Like I got it secondhand. I think it's like a promotional one from some magazine or something. But it looks pretty. It works. I like it, and it looks cool. It like adds another layer to this. It is very much a costume thing that I'm wearing. Like this is not my casual, just like laying about in my bed kind of outfit. But I do enjoy using clothes as a way to just, I don't know, kind of like have fun with it. I do then also get embarrassed when people look at me, so that's a thing. But like also the aesthetics of it are just cool, and I like to look at things that are visually captivating, obviously. And then like, I just don't like when it's kind of tight to me, but then I have to compromise, so I do dress fancy. And like, what else, clothing actually is but a costume. I mean, like, also a thing that warms us and keeps us safe from the environment and whatnot, but if we wear it, then why not have fun with it? It might be very old. I don't think it is. I think it's a fairly new one, but it does look cool. Like, it's not, I don't know, like, I don't like very modern, sleek things for myself. It can look very good on others. It's just not my thing. It's good for a stream too. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm utilizing it. I was just like, well, I have this fancy outfit on. Why shouldn't I stream? I also like very often end up just talking about what I'm wearing or generally clothes on my stream, and like that's not a thing I do regularly. Like I'm not interested in fashion, definitely not in the sense that I would like read up on it or anything or follow trends. So it's very interesting that that happens quite often, no matter what I wear. Like not just when I talk to other people, I'm like, well, I'm wearing this thing. I don't know. I don't do it in real life. I don't do small talk. So I think we can rest. I think we can end the day. I mean, like, we don't need to, technically, you could probably just, like, leave this to a later stage. Must immediately close. No, yeah. There's also the flying ones, which I think their weak spots actually do less damage to them, so that's something I know now. See, like, we have a world map when we're in this continent area, where we can camp. Well, we're around the area where we can camp, like, we also get a world map. I need a location map though. We're trying to get to like a village. Most girls are into fashion too much. I mean, I don't think most girls necessarily are, and like it depends on what means into fashion. I think if it's like a hobby of yours, that's fine. If people like, oh, that's not where I'm trying to go. See, I'm still disoriented. I think, like, obviously, if you're policing what other people wear, that's always a problem. Okay, where am I actually trying to go? Oh, over there. I remember now. This is where I'm trying to go. I want to switch to Luna because she's flying, and I like flying around. So, like, if you're policing what other people wear, that's... And also, if you're, like, over-consuming a lot, needlessly, that's also kind of not great. Like, it's not good for the environment. And, like, if you are too preoccupied with your appearance, you know, maybe, like, so much so that it just prevents you from doing other things, then that is a problem, and, like, women and girls are more likely to fall into that trap. I wonder what exactly happened to them. I think there's a lot of good visual storytelling in this game. And a lot of people dying next to those they loved, or clearly dying while mourning them. Things like that. I would, like, actually appreciate the ability to just, like, stop the game and just walk around and look at all of those little things. Oh, I think this is another one. Can I shoot? Yeah, this actually works, okay. And there should be one more around here somewhere, I think. I think it should be, like, close. Well, I don't think it should be close, but I know it should be fairly nearby. I'm just not very good at, like, noticing useful things. I'm good at noticing, useless details, but, you know, it'll be like, oh, there was a speck of color on this specific corpse. I will notice that, but then, like, yeah, actually, there was a place you could have gone to get the most important weapon in game. Like, oh, like, where? When did that happen? That's the kind of thing that's happens to me. Oh, I see it! I think that should be... Yay, I unlocked this thing. Yes, that's another achievement. Ooh. Ooh, another chroma elixir. Yeah, now we have 2. Nice. Alright. So let's probably continue our journey and hope that I'll like start dodging some attacks again, because that was... I mean, like, I could just practice. Let's just practice. Let's not run away from our enemies, shall we? Shall we fight you? You just look... You like... You're... I don't know, it reminds me of like a chimera, and I don't even know from... No. Not gonna... I was like a lot better at this last time. I promise I got better at like... actually doing something about this. Okay, I'm just gonna attack you. I should like learn how to properly... I know. Now, please just don't attack me. Like, don't attack Mael. Attack Luna or... Yes. Ow. Attacked all three of us. It could have been worse. Interesting area. It is. I think it's like flying waters or something. It's... I think that's very literal. Like, you can see the water kind of flying around. You feel like you're underwater, but I'm pretty sure that's just like the droplets. You can also see them in the like... whatever common area where we can camp is called. Like there, you can also see there. There's just not the underwater feel to everything around as well. Yay, some chroma. How... that's fine. That's still fine. So, like, we are also looking for a mine that we can take to another one of the Nevron. Because there is a moldy one. I call them moldy because they're white. Like, it reminds me of, like, when I go mushroom picking. You can sometimes find very... Ow. Nope. Too early. I need to learn how to, like... Nice. Deal with them. True that actually these are flying, huh? I forget. I keep forgetting that there, like, some of the enemies are flying and that you should shoot the flying ones. Ooh. Dodger. Should I upgrade your licking? You know. There's the mines. I got very... very spooked by one of these mine guys just like appearing out of nowhere. Where is the... Okay. Is this where... Yeah, this is where I go. I really like this corridor cave part. It looks very cozy. I just like, I don't want to walk there, maybe like sit in some like small little nook, you know, like here. Maybe, and like read a book or something. It's very pretty. It looks magical. I mean, like, all of it looks magical, but also slightly terrifying. This is the place with the house, right? So there is the... Okay. That's the house. Okay. Hello, shopkeeper. Very, very cute. It's a paintbrush. It's a little paintbrush. Okay, we can probably just rest because I don't think I actually did anything like in the next area, and we're not going back right now, so I'll give you a little more vitality. I mean, like, agility is always useful. I'm just gonna keep upgrading these. DC. I keep looking in the wrong. Okay, I'm gonna give you more defense and more agility. Because you can heal people. I want you to play very often. I did it, okay. I did it this time, actually. I actually confirmed it. Like, that kept happening to me last time, that I was not confirming the upgrades, and then I was like... Why is nothing happening? Well, because you're not doing anything, my friend. Let's go. I might have actually fought on there. I mean, like, this does look very lovely. The music is also super nice. I hope there won't be many. Can I like pick a small mine? Probably not. And there won't be like many enemies jumping at me from underneath the ground or overhead, I guess. But like this one didn't spook me as much. Yeah, let's fight. Let's fight, you creatures. No, that was definitely too early. That was too late, but like that had to be slightly. No, slightly too late. But nice. Yeah, let's just kill you. Well, maybe not. You know what? I'm just gonna do this, then escape. And do I have enough action points? I should have enough action points to be able to do like something. The timing with the like spacebar. No. Ha! One dodge! That's my first dodge today, actually. I don't want to aim. Do I want to just attack with you? I mean, like, there's no reason not to use these, I think. I mean, like, in longer fights there is, but this is not going to be a... Ha! Okay, more dodges. Getting slightly better. Just attack it like it's going to burn to death anyway. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That was a lot better than I was expecting. Yay, and Maya leveled up. I like Maya. She's very... I don't know. She seems brave. Maybe being brave is not. So I did not realize this was the anchor at first, so... I was like literally standing in front of it and just asking where the anchor was, so... Yeah, no... Ooh. I mean, this looks... dangerous. Looks like molten lava rain. I doubt it is, given the fact that we can walk underneath it, and I don't think that's because of, like, big toes. Chroma in general, or whatever. Oh yeah, there is this big dude. I mean, let's just try. Let's just try.
Forging something. So they have intelligence.
Oh, no, they certainly have some sort of... Hi. Hello. You look... big. Well... You have a weak spot. And you have shields, so... Should I just... yeah, I'm gonna get rid of...
Let the ink flow.
She's gonna hurt. But let's first deal with this dude and getting more. Any updates from the girl died in the beginning? No. Not so far, but... like... the curator, I think. So the big... not the big dude, the, like, faceless creature that's in our camp and where we can upgrade our stuff and whatnot. I think he has, like, petals coming out of his head as well, like the same way she... like, also all the other ones, I guess. I mean, I might actually want to go with a healing thing on not me, but with your face. It looks weird from this angle. Kind of like it has no texture. But yeah, he has like petals also coming out of his head. But like there are clearly like people who, you know, did not turn into petals upon reaching the age they were supposed to. So there's like some stuff around it, and obviously, but like, you know, there being something that might have been human at one point and is just like slowly turning into the petals that other people just turn into upon their age matching whatever the countdown the painters paint. What is that? Oh, that was a weak point. I thought so. But my friend, I'm just gonna take you and hope you can die at some point.
Brace yourself.
No. No. It's not gonna work. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die now. I'm just gonna kill you. Please die. Thank you. Nice of you to actually listen to me for once. I never expected you to do that. Yes. Maybe in the ending. Maybe. Like, I will definitely... We'll definitely... learn more about... No, I'm...
On me.
Take cover.
Okay. How close are we? Not very close, so let's... Yeah, I'm just gonna be a healer, I guess. Not a great healer, but, you know. I have skills to... No. Okay. No? Ooh. But that did look pretty. You know what? I mean, I can do very little else but this, so I'm gonna do this. I am going to heal you again, I guess. How much have you completed the game? Not that much, but like, I played for, I don't know, like something under 2 hours last time. So I like finished the prologue part, and then did a little bit in this area. So like I'm pretty early on still, but I think like we are at a point where we have like most of the common features unlocked, or like we've met that, and we are like technically in the whatever actual gameplay part. Nice. I guess that was like a mini-boss, and we managed to actually kill him. Ooh, got a new weapon, I think. Yes, we did. I mean, like, I want to know more about that one, because that was a creature. Yes, we can upgrade him up to level 3. I want to look into the inventory. I want to look at the new... Oh, this is this one. Okay. I'm gonna use it for now, because it looks very cool. Like, that looks amazing, actually. Nice. Actually do occasionally dodge nowadays. Okay. That was certainly an experience. Is this like where we came from? Or see, I'm like disoriented. I should probably be checking the like north, south. Okay, wait. Expedition basics. Huh? I mean, I don't think I want to read that right now. Oh, yeah, we are going in the right direction, and we can actually... I mean, we can upgrade attributes of our little friend. She's going to be very vital. Should be upgrading more luck. I'm pretty sure, like... just disregarding its existence isn't... Deals high single target to the damage for a hit if you return to the aim or to a stance. Kinda like this. Okay. Sounds interesting. Alright. I'm not saying Luna is my favorite character, but she flies, okay? She flies.
Perfect.
That's true, we have like big toes. Okay, actually, might want to... This makes sense, I think, for you. I do think this is makes sense for you, so... I like you. Mile is a fierce young lady. Indeed, well, I mean, like, she's a child. She's a child? Like, I don't think she should be in this position. Well, I don't think, like, I know she should not be in this position. Not, the adults should not be in this position. God, like, you know. But... I like to use, I think, because I am trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and also I don't want to seem like someone who believes they're always right, because I'm not. I am occasionally right. And... oh my... That's... I'm just getting, like... Sandworm from Dune vibes. A lot. Well, wherever it is you're going, you can continue going there. I'm certainly not interested in talking to you.
Nice.
I mean, I'm interested in talking to you, but you are not interested in talking to me. You're interested in smashing my head, I'm pretty sure. The disorientation I'm experiencing in this game is like... deeply troubling. Oh, ow. I fell. Hello. Can climb back up. I want to know where I am. Well, let's do the cool thing. Oh, hello. You're here with me. That was slightly unexpected. You know, I cannot imagine their way of experiencing grief. It's... like the way... you know, usually even if you have to, like, continue working or doing things, obviously you might immediately have to get out of that situation if it's also a danger to you. But usually afterwards you kind of have a moment of respite, and also, like, at least for, you know, the people around me. Like, where I live, you know, you don't usually lose, like, everyone. Who's been your friend. Like, that's not... okay, I know we'll have to fight. I don't... like... I know we're gonna fight again. I will probably have to end after it. Aesthetics are very cool. They are. Ooh, okay, this is... I doubt this is going to end with, you know, them. Okay, I'm gonna just like break the shields because I am not a fan of shields. I mean, when it comes to the other people. When it comes to me, I want to have shields. But yes, I actually think, like, I don't know, I like kind of grotesque enemies. Obviously, like, there's only so much you can do with human enemies. Like, purely human enemies. And, like, our world, it's... I know, aesthetics to me, video games, are not... like super duper important. Unless it's like, you know, to a degree where it's like hard to play. I usually don't particularly like care, but not in the sense that I don't appreciate when something looks very nice and or when the visual design is very deliberate. I actually very much appreciate. Ow. That hurt. Okay, at least some dodges occasionally. Yeah, sure. Shield your allies if that's what you want to. And like this game does a lot with the visual, like, feel of this game. It's clearly like thought through. I know, might be kind of useful under these circumstances. Can I? Yeah, I can actually heal. And he should be the one healed. Like, I mean, I know I'm not gonna do the fight, like, right now. But, you know. Nope. I'm not even sure you can dodge this. Oh, maybe you have to jump with these, maybe.
Get ready.
Oh. I was stunned. I don't like that. I don't like being stunned. Why'd you do that to me? It's not gonna do anything, so... Is there much I can do? I mean, like, low damage, but she still does more damage than, like... Oh, you jump with... Okay. No, oh, now this... I was supposed to jump like this, okay. That's... It's a little, like... It's a little, like, annoying that, like, I was supposed to jump with a different button. I don't want to lose your action points. Let's do the Lumiere thing. Nice. I mean, like, I'm not going to be able to, you know, kill all of them. But I like when design is part of the actual storytelling, not just...
Danger.
Oh yeah, I jumped and then that was the counter attack. I remember now. That's something I learned last time. Well, I mean, you killed me, so... No. I can still heal. Sadly, I cannot revive. But you know, I don't need to. I need to stop this. Stop shielding your allies. Ha! We did a counterattack. Nice of us. Oh. No. Actually, just be skillful. And like, you know, the enemies and whatnot here. I mean, okay, the skills. I need 4, so I can do 1. Like, that did not hit where I wanted it to hit. Well, let's do overcharge on obviously the one that does not have like billion shields. Ooh. Nice. And just attack him, I guess. It's going like slightly better than I thought it would, but that's not to say much. Nice one. Yes, that was good. That was very good. No? Ow. That stunned me. Well, that was not a good dodge. But to be fair, the jumping is like easier than dodging, like 100%. And do I heal myself? Heal myself. I did click. What was that? I literally did it like... that gets annoying when that happens. That was the weak spot, and I do think that was actually worth it, despite the fact that I lost the action point. I know I have the overcharge, but I don't have the action points for overcharge, so... You know, does not particularly help me. Ha, I dodged actually the second part. I never did the first part, and like only rarely the second one, but... I mean, I don't need to do the overcharge, okay? It might be a bit of an overkill, but like... Why shouldn't I overkill it when I can? I like how... like, that the enemies matched the areas they're in. They feel like something that came from that area, and they are like clearly, you know, constructs of some sort, but they still belong in those specific areas. And also just the places have like different atmosphere, and there's clearly care put into the way, for example, the expeditions ended, the people who died in those places, how that would like interact, and I very much appreciate it. It's not arbitrary, and the aesthetics are really cool to just like look at, but it also tells you a lot. The environment works, like, you know, for example, like we are in the like water one, right? So like there's the shipwrecks obviously, and there's a lot of the underwater mines and things like that. It's like a very easy thing, but also then you have the enemies that are constructs that use them, and you are also just like supposed to, you know, for example, like find the mine for the like moldy Neveron, because he does look like a moldy mushroom in the forest. I'm sorry, that's just the association I have. And you like walk around, and these ones have the corals on them, right? And it just creates this like cohesive area, and tells you that like the people in the expeditions, like they, you know, are actually like preparing for the different environments and the different things, and like it's not just, oh yeah, we've tried this how many 67 times before, or whatnot, 64, 66, something like that. But it's like, oh, we tried like different approaches, and there are different strengths of the leaders and things like that. So they like, and they're still there. They're part of the environment now, and you see how those who populate those areas interact with what was left of those, expeditions. How it's like molding into each other. And like I very much appreciate that. I appreciate the attention to detail. Like, not explaining it extremely well, I don't think, but it's partially because I don't have like enough information to properly tie it into, like, weave it into the story it's trying to tell me yet. But I can see it, I can see the hints of it, and that like clearly this was done with a lot of care and forethought, which is beautiful. Despite the game being like extremely sad with the amount of death and the way people had to deal with it. Nice. We can actually, yes, I know. Nice. We used the chroma. It's like the first time I actually used it at a point where it made sense. What's happening outside? This is just... here. It's also kind of blood red. Like, in the right lighting, it stops being welcoming and cozy and starts looking terrifying. Not sure where I'm supposed to go now, so... There's always that thing about this game. I'm like, going back now, I know that's like... what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way forward that's not just... Because there's something on the other side, but I don't know how to... I mean, I cannot go there from here, clearly. I can go here from here, and then I can go back there, I guess. I can just, run around. Ooh. Is this where I fell down? Yes, it is where I fell down. Was not on purpose. Ha. That looks like a sea mine. Yeah. They are supposed to be, I mean, flying water mines, I guess, but they are sea mines. And the areas that are populated with them, like, some of them look a lot darker. Like, it very much looked like there was blood on them. And I know that, like, a mine isn't something that just, like, scratches you, obviously. But we do just associate... I mean, like, associating blood with that sounds weird, because, like, of course you can just bleed out and then you die.
Expedition 68. Elodie.
We did know that. Cool.
It's a miracle any
It
of us
is.
survived. We were caught in the maelstrom and flung from wave to wave. We lost the moon and the stars, condemned to a never-ending darkness of punishing rain and raging clouds. The Paintress sent a storm to overcome us, but it is we who have overcome the storm. After surviving that, crushing those Nevrons was almost an afterthought. Strength and resilience, it's how we survived that storm, and it's how we grabbed victory. It wasn't even a battle. It was an ink bath. We squeezed those Nevs dry. But this new one looks tougher than the others.
She's kind of poetic. Yeah, I mean, Gaston remembered. Is that her? Is that her? God, like, did she die because of the anchor falling So why are there so many anchors? Like, I don't know, it sometimes kind of feels like the paintress is, like, if she is, because, like, one of the Neverns, the first, like, the one we went back to that was, like, near the tree, the one we gave the resin to, I think he, like, told us that the paintress created him, something like that, like, very specific, that's, like, the mistress they were referring to. And, like, I'm wondering, because it all feels a little like the creatures and the creations and even the environments, like all of that, it kind of somewhat feels like someone took, human culture and kind of worked it, like, kind of as if the person who created the Neverons and the other whatnots, like, did not fully understand. Because they are, like, kind of odd amalgamations of, different, like, parts that don't fully match. And, like, then there being so many of these, and, like, there also are a lot of the, like, small mines that don't explode. So it kind of seems like, someone seeing those things and not knowing what they're for. But maybe it's just like, maybe it was part of some other expedition or some other humans that maybe lived somewhere else that killed it. But, like, that has to be feeling like, oh, we survived this and we survived the Neverons, and then seeing your comrade, I guess, your expedition partner, die because of this. Like, that's, maybe it was another Neveron, but, like, probably. But it's also just, something very human that's used to keep the ship safe. Like, they had one, they literally had, like, a much bigger version of this kind of anchor, right? And that was the end, and, like, then maybe she got distracted. Like, this is definitely, like, a Neveron death, but it's a weird thing to imagine the way she died. Looking at that, looking at something that, they had to keep themselves safe and in control, be the death of another one of the expedition. I don't know. And again, it feels very, like, real in the sense of them being able to immediately go and just do their job and not cry about it and not panic about it. But you feel the underlying despair that is kind of there, that's just pushed into the back because this is their norm, and if they don't accept this as just the way life is, they'll never get out of it. There will be no other future, so they have to try and forget about it, but it doesn't fully dull it. Like, at first, right, Gustav does lose it. And then he gets, like, snaps out of it, and in a way that doesn't feel healthy to me, but I also understand that that's just the reality they live in.
So many. I don't like this.
I mean, who would? Also, like, yeah, that's another thing, that, like, the bodies of the people who die here, like, they don't turn into the petals, right? Like, they either stay these, like, kind of statuesque things, or they, like, morph into these, like, kind of living looking, veiny, bloody, mucousy creations that look, kind of like the inside of a human body. It's terrifying. And there is an enemy ahead of us. What the actual hell is that supposed to be? I mean, like,
This one is gigantic.
Avoid those at all costs.
I want to, like, see it, though. It just looks grotesque. Like, when you look at the tiny legs and then the, like, super long arms and the huge torso, it's just something about it. It's just unsettling. It's just it reminds you of a human enough to see, like, to recognize that it's based off of the way humans look, but it's clearly not anywhere near human. And this is one of the ones that looks like the most like a very warped perception of an actual human being. But it's also terrifying to think that these creatures that we fight actually have a sort of sentience, and they do. They just also seem to be creations, or at least like deeply tied to the paintress in a way that does not allow them to be fully free. But like, I wonder about how much they understand of what's happening. Like, I want to know more. I certainly want to know more. I'll look a little bit. Yeah, there's a save in progress. That does not bode well for what's lying ahead, but also, like, I should be expecting to fight enemies like this. It still has the, like, turn-based strategy elements, so I think, like, of course, there's going to be a fight ahead. Yes. Oh god. Those are, like, buildings. And these are actually not tiny. These just look normal, human-sized buildings. I wonder what the world looked like before. See, there's, like, pictures, and, like, there's a bed and a table. God. What happened to those people? Oh. Ooh. That's one of these, huh? Expedition 48. I mean, we can rest. Upgrade attributes. I feel like switching weapons at least makes me, like, upgrade other things but the ones that I think are useful, so. I'm gonna give you a little bit of might, but I'm gonna go with maybe more defense for you for now. I could learn more skills, but I'm slightly overwhelmed with the amount of skills we already have. I don't know how I would feel about grieving if I lived in a world like this, because, like, I know even with myself, even with, like, what's happening around the world nowadays, like, at first I always feel it more. It's not that I'm, like, less horrified when something horrible is happening later on, that I'm suddenly, well, it's actually fine. That's not what's going on, but it definitely becomes the new norm. I'm less in my feelings about it. So I wonder how much I would feel like this was normal if I lived in a world like this. If I just knew, oh yeah, next year my husband is going to die and my best friend is dying this year. Like, that kind of thing. And I'm going to die in 2 years, like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, would I... Morte lumière. I don't know. And you see also so many different ways that people deal with it, like, and I don't think there's a right way. Even, like, giving up is a way to deal with it, and I cannot begrudge that to individual people, even if I believe that, like, we cannot exist without hope. We cannot continue being alive as a species if there isn't enough of us who believe there's, you know, a future for us. There is a way to deal with the worst of the worst. But I also understand why for some people it just, you know, not trying to do better is the right way. Like, I think it was like Gustav's sister, right? Or whoever who kind of said that, you know, you should really not try and just like live the life to your best ability, to the best of your ability in the city, not try to actually change anything, because you cannot change anything, and like you should just not waste the time you have. And I understand that outlook, even if I believe that, you know, again, we need enough people not to think that way. But if that's the only way you can continue existing, then that's what you do. Okay. This might be... Let's go to Port Lumière. Not me trying to switch into French. 59. I mean, I don't think we need to, like... Yeah, let's just save. Let's look what's here. Maybe it's just... It's beautiful. How's the broken lamp? Well, still running. I think it's the, like... Either it's the paintress's job, or it's like... Because it's all kind of magic. Like, you see the little things floating around, despite, you know, gravity clearly existing. So there's, like, the chroma, and I think that might be what's making it still running. What? Making it still run. God, flowers. Oh no. I think there's an enemy attack ahead of us. Let's try that, and then... God. Is that a spiral out of flowers? Like, I mean, it's not flowers, like sea plants, corals. And there's one single rose. Yeah. Some common things should be according to physics. I mean, like, the gameplay itself generally is, except for the fact that Luna is flying, but that's very much a purposeful thing. God, that is enormous.
It only attacked when...
It's coming.
Just protecting the flower. Like... Nope, that was... badly timed of me. Let's see if there's like... No, okay. No, okay, I'm not gonna keep shooting at you. Well, not great that he's resistant to the type of attack I have, I guess, but... You know... Let's guard up.
Shields up.
A storm is coming.
I think I can afford to attack right now.
On me.
Now I need to heal her next time I know. No. I mean, this is not going to end with me winning, and at least I, like, have some sort of idea. Well, Yana, apparently... Yeah, I know it's resistant. Like, No, this is not going to. Well, you know, two of us are dead, so... I'm gonna get better at this. At this point, you know. Oh, I was supposed to hold it. Something. Well, that did not work, but also I, like, really do need to end the stream. So, I think that's not right now. But I do think that's a decent place to end this. I, like, made a little bit of progress. And yeah, I do think that, like, obviously, if the physics of the actual gameplay don't work, that's, like, a problem. And even, like, if you're breaking the rules, they still have to be consistent enough that you can predict them and use them, which I think, like, so far that's been the case. But the world itself clearly has some, like, something we would probably call magic, but it's the like steampunk magic, it's the kind of mechanical type of magic. It's very physical, and that kind of adds to the atmosphere. I think that's, part of why everything feels a little liminal, little unsettling, is the uncanny valley. You're walking through places that look kind of human, like kind of like a place where people live, like here in our world. But then there's just, a piece of building floating in the air, and you are immediately reminded of the fact that no, this is not actually our world, and there is something odd happening. Something somewhat sinister, at least in our experience. So there is definitely a significance to the flowers and stuff. And I'm, like, very much looking forward to learning more. I don't think I'll be able to stream until, like, Sunday. Maybe will be better next week. But thank you for watching. And, I mean, hopefully there is going to be a next time.